All right, let's get on.
Mommy.
Yeah. Oop.
Look.
Hold on, Tinka. Mommy gotta go do this here too.
Let's do.
Ooh,
Mommy.
you sweaties.
Mommy.
Hold on, Mama.
Oh.
Okay, so we gotta do this. Okay, YouTube.
My tablet.
Yes.
It's not working.
Okay, Mommy will get it. Mommy's gonna do.
Oh man.
All right, y'all. So we are on live right now. If you guys are trying to do, we are on YouTube Live. Go to the link below that I just posted and did not pin. Go to the link below. I'm on YouTube right now. Soraya and I are holding it down. We're doing Journey to Freedom. It's on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube right now. So if you want to watch, I'm like looking at myself in two different screens. If you want to watch, you got to go to that YouTube link. Right. Okay, Mama, we're going to have to turn this down. We're going to turn this all the way down. If you guys want to watch, you got to go to the YouTube link below, and we're going to do Journey to Freedom right now. Okay, I'm out of here. All right, guys. So it is time. It is time to go ahead, and even if there's nobody in here, we're gonna go ahead and do this. We're gonna do this episode. It's all right. I give them a big smile. All right, guys. So anyway, welcome to Journey to Freedom. It's Soraya and myself. Say hi, Soraya. No, you gotta say hi, like wave. There you go. Say hi. Okay. Okay. So anyway, guys, welcome to Journey to Freedom. I am so happy to be here. It's been a couple weeks. So it's been a lot that's happened. There's been a lot of different things that are going on. TT Angelica says hi. Says hi, Raya. Say hi, TT Angelica.
Hi, TT.
Yes. So anyway, y'all, y'all know I'm a mama, so that's primary. But I haven't done, and it's been brought to my attention that I have not been on here to do a update. So it's been a couple weeks. I'm sorry, y'all, it's been so long, but y'all know what it is. So anyway, it is Journey to Freedom levels. Okay, y'all don't know. This has been my journey with eating right, with working out, with balancing the two. I haven't been good at it. Whew, sorry, I gotta move it this way. I have not been good at it for a while. I mean, sorry, we said we're gonna turn down the volume, right? Can we turn it down, please? Thank you, ma'am. Like I said, what we said was, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and do this channel. Why did I do this channel? Because I wanted to document my journey with living a healthier life and outside of my disorder. So some of you guys know that I have an eating or I've had a struggle with the eating disorder for years. This is me opening up and just showing you and documenting my journey with this. Okay. So it's great to see Angelica. It's great to see Nikki. What's going on? Hey, Vicky. Hey, Brandon. I appreciate that you came over here from Instagram. That's what's up. So great to see everybody. I'm happy. Hit the like button. That's how we get this thing going. I know I haven't been as consistent. I apologize to y'all. But really, it's just one of those things. Okay. Soraya, did you fart on me? Did you fart on me? Woo, girl. Was it the cheese, mama? Oh. Woo, mamas. Anyway, guys. So anyway, like I was saying, this is what this is all about, is documenting my journey. So I put in my post earlier, okay, Sam, what's your challenge? What are you doing? So here's what's happened so far. I was seeing a dietitian every week, y'all. I was seeing a dietitian. She was great. She was amazing. Unfortunately for me, that was an expensive proposition. No insurance covering a dietitian. Let's just keep it 1,000. So I had to pay out of pocket, and paying out of pocket was anywhere from 165 to 140 per session. Couldn't afford that long term. I can't see somebody weekly every like that. It becomes extremely expensive. And so I stopped. I ended up having to stop. It wasn't even like I wanted to stop at that time. It was just necessity. I needed to stop. Executive decisions need to be made. And so I saw the dietitian consistently for 4 weeks, right? And she left me with just having idea of good foods, bad foods, eating snacks, snacky foods on a daily basis, introducing those things in my daily eating, and getting to a place where it's not restrictive, And so, where I'm at now, okay, is like a hybrid. All right. So I'm gonna be real with you. It is very hard for me to continue to eat popcorn and all my little snack foods. Y'all know I'm salty eater. I'm eating popcorn, chips, Cheez-Its, extra toasted Cheez-Its. I mean those things every day. So I had to cut it out, y'all. I did. I could not continue going that way. Why? Because it just didn't make me feel good. I have not stepped on the scale like I said I wouldn't. I have not jumped on the scale at all. I'm anti-scale. But in addition to not being on the scale, I decided that I was going to do something different, which brings me to today's YouTube video, which is called The Reset. All right. So I know that this whole journey to freedom is not for everybody. Not everybody identifies with having an eating issue or struggling with disordered eating and looking at things a different way. I actually believe that it's a way bigger issue than what people want to admit to. I think a lot of people struggle with eating. I think a lot of people struggle with working out. I think we all have these kind of issues. And so, I mean, but again, if this is some people come on here thinking I'm going to talk about something a little bit spicier, and I'm not. So if that's you, then you got to go to my like YouTube, or when I start my I Was Heard, and that's when I'm messy. But this is about my journey, me being transparent about my eating journey. So for those of you who want to know what today's thing is my challenge that I've given to myself. So I am no longer doing snack foods during the week. I'm not. I've decided against that. I said no. That's right, Soraya. Give them a no. Show them a no, mama. No. Mommy's not doing that anymore. Give them another no. Strong no. Yep. No. That's right. It's a strong no. It's a strong no. Okay. It's a strong no for mommy. And so I am now. Oh, girl, you look like your daddy. Girl, y'all, she just did a face. I'm like, oh, girl, you look like your daddy. Oh, Jesus. Y'all, I went through all that. I know I'm going left, y'all, but I done went through all that. I done had 41 weeks of holding this baby in my belly. You said the same thing, Nikki. That's what I said. I was like, oh, girl, you look like your daddy. Golly, you look like your daddy. But anyway, yeah, you go through all this pain and struggle. I done went 41 weeks of this having, holding this baby in my belly, to go through 33 hours of labor, didn't have a C-section, to have a almost 9-pound baby. For her to look just like her daddy's a little disrespectful, God. That's just all I gotta say. It's just she looked like her daddy. Anyway, I digress. I'm on here talking about Journey to Freedom. Not that my baby looked like her daddy. Soraya, just mamas. Okay. So anyway, y'all, that's back to my point. So anyway, y'all, I am now just doing clean eating. I'm no longer tracking what I eat. I've completely deleted the MyFitnessPal app. For those of you who are tracking what you eat, research has shown that disordered eating comes from, or can come from, tracking your food long term. Did not know that. Food journaling is better, but tracking your food, caloric counting, doing serving sizes, actually perpetuates an eating disorder. over time. It's research, y'all. It's not my opinion. Ain't nobody else's opinion. I learned this initially from the dietitian. It is not recommended long term. It's only recommended short term. And then you move into a system where you're eating according to you being hungry, you being full, those two hunger cues. Okay. So I decided that, okay, no tracking. I'm not going to do the scale, right? I've taken those things from what was said, but I'm no longer doing the snack foods during the week. I'm just not. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't want to. I like being a little bit. Now listen. One thing I can say is I do gain weight in good places. I don't gain weight in places that are bad, but I know I done picked up, quick 3, 4, 5 pounds. Okay. I feel like I'm probably higher than I want to be right now. I don't like it. Okay. And as much as I like Cheez-Its and as much as I like popcorn and chips like the next person, I don't like the way I feel. Okay. I've never been the type that likes to just gain and gain and gain until nothing else. So here's what I'm doing now. And y'all can join my challenge if you want to challenge with me, but I'm not tracking. I'm eating clean. I'm eating as much of clean food as I like. That's where I'm at. I'm not doing serving sizes. I'm not doing any of those type of things, but I am eating clean and I am working out, 5 to 6 days a week still, but I am no longer doing 2-a-days. I'm only doing 1-a-day. I'm not going to do 2-a-day cardios, anything like that. So I've taken that out, but I'm only eating clean. So the things that I have taken is I'm not tracking. I'm not tracking. I'm not jumping on the scale, and I'm not doing the what else, Mama? No, okay. But not jumping on the scale, not tracking. And there was something else I'm not doing. But anyway, those are what I'm not doing anymore. But I am, or not doing the 2-a-days. So that's the third thing I'm not doing. I'm taking from what was said. But I am only eating clean. So I'm eating foods that are going to help me get back down to a size that I like, but I'm not restricting myself. I'm not being restrictive in how I eat clean food. Okay. Like I said in the past, I wouldn't even allow myself to eat a whole banana. That is not what I'm going to do now. I'm going to eat clean. I'm going to drink lots of water. I'm going to work out 5, 6 days a week. That will not change, but I'm not doing 2 days anymore. I'm just going to do it that way. So that is what I am now working towards. So as I kind of transition into what I'm doing, because some people want to know, Sam, how are you working out? How are you eating right? What does that actually look like? What does your diet consist of? I've gotten a lot of questions because even though I feel like I don't like the, getting a little thicker on them, people do like that. They like the they like the look of the bigger, bigger butt, bigger thighs, and the flat stomach, which is great. You know what I'm saying? So I will break all of that down for you. I just want to go ahead and pause for the cause. That's Pastor Dr. Darius Daniels. Sorry, y'all. I listen to that man so much. I now know that I talk like him. So sorry, Dr. D. I apologize. But anyway, so I want to go ahead, pause, and allow you guys to ask me questions as it relates to what I'm doing now, what the transition was. Even if you want to hold me accountable for some things, I'm cool with that. Like, this is supposed to be an interactive YouTube channel where I could just keep it 100 with you guys about my journey. So my journey to freedom and healing in all places of my life, but right now is eating, working out, and that kind of thing. So anybody have any questions? Okay, Sophia, what exactly, what do you feel like, what eating disorder do you feel like you struggle with? And Nikki asked, does your clean eating mostly consist of salads? No. My clean eating does not mostly consist with salads. So if it's helpful, I'll go through basically what I eat every day. And I like it. I can eat the same thing every day. That's how I am. Okay. But I can't go through or walk through what my day is. But I will say I eat a lot of fruits. I eat a lot of vegetables. I will go days without eating anything at all. Is that intentional, Sophia? Is it like I'm intentionally not eating for days at a time? Or is it just like life and so I forget to eat type of thing? Because that's people do that too. And Nikki, back to your question. So like when I wake up in the morning, I eat oatmeal. And my second, like if I have a between, it's like either my midday snack, like before I eat lunch or after I eat lunch. But like I make a ground turkey and black bean mix, and then I do a little bit of rice, and I do a lot of vegetables. Broccoli and green beans is this week. So that's what I eat for lunch. So like I said, ground turkey, lean, black beans. Again, I don't season it with crazy, I do Mrs. Dash seasoning, so it's not a lot of salt intake with that. The snack is fruit, some nuts, some mixed nuts, unsalted. And then for lunch I'd have that. Then I'll have a protein, so maybe it'll be a banana and peanut butter, or it'll be a protein bar. Then for dinner, I have a similar kind of situation with that I do for lunch. Is the rice, the ground turkey, black beans, broccoli, green beans. And then for like after dinner, I eat carrots and hummus. And so that is a typical everyday thing that I'm now doing. I'm challenging myself to eat is the oatmeal. I have Sophia, that's not good, sis. That is definitely eating disorder. Or that's disordered eating patterns, because it's not long. As soon as you start eating again, then you basically gain it back, and then you have to restrict or not eat at all to then do it again. There are easier ways to lose weight, sis, and if you are not easier ways, more sustainable ways to lose weight, so you don't have to continue to go through periods of time of being, being on and being off. It would be healthier for you to adopt a different kind of eating plan so that you're sustaining weight loss and you're not going back and forth like that, because you're basically not eating, then not eating, then eating. You're never really sustaining what you are losing, because it's not sustainable to lose that way. So yes, Nikki, I try to really focus my energy on vegetables, like vegetables and fruits. I mean, you do any type of eating plan, like Weight Watchers and stuff like that. Vegetables are 0 points, right? So they're always good, like carrots, the broccoli, the green beans. Like I really try to stick with vegetables. Fruits are also great. Blueberries are great. You really can't go wrong. I know I've been very restricted even with fruits in the past because they do contain sugar, but it's not that deep. I mean, you're going to get more of that from other things. But in the morning, I do an oatmeal. I make it a specific way. And then I put peanut butter in my oatmeal, like crunchy peanut butter with half a banana and blueberries. That's how I eat my oatmeal every morning. Is a great way. I do. And for those of you guys who want to know, like, how do I work out? How do I get my body toned up? I truly follow Be Your Body Goals. That is my main everyday workout. I do that. I follow that to a T. I follow LJ's plan. I've been following LJ's workouts. Goodness, y'all, since 2017 when I met her. I've never stopped working out with LJ. Oh my goodness. What is that? 5 years? I've never stopped working out with her.
A fly.
It's not a fly. It's a piece of dust, baby. So if for 5 years, I've been doing this a certain way. And so be careful, big mamas. That's a big water bottle. So with that being said, it's the oatmeal, it's the fruit with nuts, It's the the ground turkey, black beans, broccoli and all that other stuff. And really, it doesn't have to be that. When it comes to lunches and dinners, I'm trying to have a protein, a lot of vegetable, and a carb. So protein, vegetable, carb. You can't go wrong. Like if you're gonna go get a second helping of something, I wouldn't go get the rice. I will get the protein and the vegetable. That's gonna process through your body even better. I try my best to kind of stay away from too many additional carbs. There obviously your body's preferred energy source is carbs. So the way that I work out with the BYBG program, I'm now on month 10. And I'm doing that again. I'm trying to build myself up all the way. LJ got workouts now for a month. A year. And so I'm in middle of month 10. And so at this point, you need that. I need that to work out the way I want to work out and build the muscles that I want to work. But I try, like, especially right now where I'm trying to cut down, I really focus on the vegetables and the fruits, right? So it's kind of like a Daniel's diet, but I am having protein. That's the thing that makes it different, is that I do have some like when I say protein, I mean meat. I do have some meat incorporated, but it's basically like a Daniel fast with meat. With and when I say meat, I mean around, certain, like kinds of meat. So it's a very kind of clean vegan, it's not vegan because it has meat to it, but you know what I mean? It's very, very clean. If you were following a Daniel diet, the Daniel fast, and you added some ground turkey or chicken or grilled meats, that's what I'm eating. And I don't restrict in that. I eat that to my heart's content because I know in my mind that that's not going to really do anything to me. And so I can shred, but I'm also not being restrictive. I'm not tracking, and I'm not going on the scale. I'm really just looking at my appearance and saying, okay, this is good. But even today, when I woke up, I felt better. Like when I'm eating too many of the processed foods, the cheeses, the things I love those things. I'll get it on Friday. That'll be my little reward for the week. But I like the athletic, lean look. I really do. I do enjoy that. Yes, having a little bit more booty ain't a problem, right? That's not a big deal. But I like being lower on the scale. So I'm not going to restrict to the place where it's not sustainable. But I am eating a very clean, like I said, like Daniel fast diet with a little bit of meat. And that's the truth. Okay, I'm gonna keep it 100. So, does that make sense to everybody? Sophia, again, where are you from, Sophia? Where are you from? You want to know too, Mama? Where are you from, Sophia? Sorry, you want to ask Sophia? Say, Sophia, where are you from? There's okay. Thank you, baby girl. Very good. You're like a natural. Yeah. Illinois. Okay. So, I here's what I will say. I don't, want to go too deep because obviously we're on a YouTube, and even though it's not that crazy in here, I want to really say that I want to first normalize disordered eating. Let's start there. Most people have bought into diet culture, right? Shoot, even I have bought into diet culture. It's what is put out there. So for you to be doing, handling it the way that you're handling it, don't feel like you're the only one, because you're not.
Mom.
Clearly, I made this channel because I also deal with eating issues. I've also dealt with wanting to lose weight and wanting to be a certain size. I've always dealt with that. And, after Soraya, before Soraya, always. And so I want to normalize that, number one, for you. But I also want to say to you, Sophia, is that what you're are describing is signs of an eating disorder. And listen, I also meet the criteria. So don't feel like you alone in this. I'm not throwing you completely under the bus, but you are demonstrating signs of that. So I would, if I were you and you were able to swing it or afford it, get in front of a dietitian. Because I do think that a dietitian would be able to get you to the where you want to be, but do it in a way that's healthy, where you're not compromising your health, because you have children, you have kids that are dependent upon you. And whether you realize it or not, when you go days without eating, you're hurting yourself. You're killing yourself. I don't want to use that word. I mean, but you are, because your body is going through this yin and yang. There's times where it's getting nothing, and there's times where it's getting a lot. And so because of that, it makes it hard for your body to process foods the way that it needs to. And so you may like the way that you look, like I like the way that I look, but it's not being done in a healthy way. So I saw it hurting me in other areas. Like, for example, y'all, I ain't never had heartburn in my life. I have not struggled with heartburn in my life. I'm not. It is not something I've struggled with. But since I started doing the extreme restriction and and then the eating a lot, I now like struggle with heartburn, like literally. Like I have a friend that's like, your stomach's like a baby. Like it is, because of the damage I've done, the choices that I made. Girl, you look like your daddy. Golly, child. Y'all, it just be surprising me on camera. Like when I see her, I think I see me, right? But when I look at the camera and I look at her, I'm like, dang, girl. So God didn't want to give you none of me? Oh, Lord. Anyway, long story short, but besides the point, just besides the point. Y'all know I'm like squirrel. But again, it's truly about doing things the healthy way, which is why I decided to call this episode The Reset, because I am going to get to my goals. I'm not going to restrict. I'm not going to go on a scale, and I'm going to do it, y'all. I'm going to get to exactly where I want to get to, and I'm going to do it without starving myself, without binging, without any of those things. I am going to show you all that, yes, it may take a longer time. Yes, it may not just jump off of my body, but I'm going to get there, and I'm going to stay there. And I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to show everybody watching me that the journey to freedom is true freedom, that I'm not going to play this game with my body or myself. I am going to do this the healthy way. And I want to show you, there's people that's not going to show you how they lose weight. They're not going to show you that. Why? Because what they do or how they do it, they know ain't healthy. They know people gonna be looking at them sideways, looking at them crazy. That's the truth. You see people on social media and things like that, or people that get drop weight before a red carpet situation. Now there's some people that do it healthy, but I know a lot of people that don't. Okay, period. They drop it though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm one of those people that have done it an unhealthy way. And I am not going to go on live or go online and post this, that, and the third and paint a pretty picture and it ain't real. I've committed myself to that, because there's women that do look to me for fitness, for body goals, for how do you do it, for how are you working out, what are you eating. I know that there's a responsibility to who I am and what I'm doing. I know there is. I know there's a responsibility. And I don't take that lightly. I don't take none of that lightly. And so, with that being said, I'm challenging you all, everybody, including Sophia. I'm challenging everyone, every single person on here, that if you are also trying to get to your goals, without losing your soul. Like PD, I'm sorry, PD. I apologize, sir, but I had to say, I'm sorry. I like your hair. Why you not let me touch it? Why you not let me touch it? You don't like me doing that, Mama? Hold on, let me get it out. Let me get it out. There we go. I'm about to do your hair later. But anyway, y'all, this hair right here is throwing me off, Mama.
Hey, what are you doing?
Hey, what are you doing? So anyway, y'all, that is what I'm trying to do. I am trying to demonstrate how best to do this thing. Healthy, clean, the right way. And so if you guys want to follow how I'm eating and what I'm doing, I'm challenging myself to basically, I'm eating, if you guys want to look at it, is basically eating like the Daniel fast, but I am eating meat. So that is the only difference between how I'm eating and that is basically that. Like I am using seasonings. You know, some people go extreme. A lot of people do use seasonings on the Daniel fast, but I'm using seasonings. I'm just trying to, but if you look at the Daniel fast and how that is and add a little meat to it, that's what I'm eating. Very, very clean, but I'm not restricting myself in how much I eat of that. But I'm mindful, but if I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat. Okay. I'm not gonna say no, I'm not gonna eat. I can only have this much. I'm going to eat, but I'm eating what I'm choosing to eat are clean things that my body processes well and makes energy and everything like that. So that is what I am doing right now. I am working out 6 days a week. Excuse me. 6 days a week. And the 6 days is I'm following the BYBG plan, Be Your Body Goals. I'm on month 10. And with that is two cardio days. I do 3 cardio days, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. This week I will be doing a lot of Zumba because y'all know Sam love her some Zumba. I'm either going to do some Zumba or do some working out in the gym, I have to stay away from running as much because I'm kind of feeling it in my knees, y'all. This is at 30s, okay? I'm kind of feeling it in my knees. I've been running a lot lately. Been running over 10 miles a week. So I'm trying to go down and kind of get more into incline walking. But I'm either going to do walking or I'm going to do Zumba. But that's my cardio days. My cardio days consist of about 45 minutes to an hour of cardio. If I'm running, it might be 35 minutes of cardio. And Saturdays, I do Zumba. I always do Zumba on Saturdays. I'm going to do Zumba. I was doing Zumba and going to work out at the gym every Tuesday and Thursday. But I'm going to do it. Soraya, did you fart on me again? Golly, child. Can you at least say excuse me? Whew. Golly. The thing is, here's the thing, Sophia. I had to check because I was, and this is just to normalize it. I had to basically, I was eating under 1,000 calories a day. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I will go in. I'd be eating thousands of calories in one setting. And I remember waking up sick, like my body physically sick. And because my body was physically sick, I had to say to myself, there was something wrong. This is something that I've kind of relapsed back into. And with that being said, I tried to find help. It was hard. And I feel like God kept telling me to do it publicly. And I was battling with that. I did not want to go public and say that I'm struggling with eating right or struggling with anything like that. I didn't want to do that. That's not, I have people look to me fitness wise, for fitness goals. I didn't want to come out. I didn't want to do that. But I realized that, okay, you know what? I've got to be real with, if my brand and who I want to be represented as is unapologetically bold, and I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to do my best to be honest without compromising anyone or anything, then that is exactly what I'm going to do. I want to walk in integrity. And so with that being said, I had to get help, and I'm doing it publicly. And I went to see a dietitian. It definitely changed my perspective on a lot of things. So my recommendation to you is to see a dietitian. Allow somebody in that can look at what you're doing, look at how you're eating, look at your goals, and really choose to or really help you with developing a plan. Because a lot of times we take these diets from diet culture. No offense, you know, there's a lot of plans out here. Most plans that you see that you feel like you can afford are diet culture. I would recommend, for those of you who are looking for a diet, for something that can help you lose weight without compromising your body, something that you can sustain, I would go to a dietitian. Period. Period. Go to a professional, go to an RD, a registered dietitian. Allow them to understand you, understand why you do what you do. And Sophia, the thing about it is, and I'm not making it about Sophia because there's more than Sophia on here. There's a lot of people on here that are struggling with this, with the way that they look, how much they weigh. They have a child afterwards, and they go, whatever. Absolutely, that's a great start, girl. So you do that, okay? That's your homework. When I come back on, girl, and you on here, I'm gonna ask you what he said. I'm not gonna say, did you go? I'm gonna ask you what he said, okay? Accountability, baby. Accountability. And so again, you guys, this is an atmosphere of love and support. And I'm telling my truth with the hopes that somebody gets healed. Somebody understands that, like, you're not alone in this. Eating disorders are pervasive. Most people have a dysfunctional relationship or disordered relationship with food, whether they use food in ways to comfort, for anxiety, all these different things. Like, come on. We all do that, We all, a hard day at work, let me get a good meal. Oh, I'm stressed out, let me go eat something. Like, like that's how we've been conditioned to be. You see in movies where a girl breaks up and, girl, I'm on the way. I'm gonna bring my whole cart. I'm gonna bring a carton of ice cream and we can have it together. Yes, we've been conditioned to use food in ways that provide comfort, and that is taking it out of its context of what it's supposed to meet our needs. Physically, it's supposed to be the gas that we're putting in our car. That is what food is. It is not meant to make you feel good in the car. It's not meant to, whatever. It's meant to simply put gas in the car. And a lot of us are using the gasoline that we put in our cars to make the car, to make it more than what it is. That's how we deal with our pain. That's how we deal with loneliness. That's how we deal with dissatisfaction with life and discontentment. We go to food, and it's not an appropriate source of our comfort. And we're putting a food item, in the place of really where I found my spirituality. That's where I've had to run to. And I still struggle with that. I love food, y'all. I love to eat. That Sam loves to eat. The only thing that makes it hard for me is that I don't know when to stop. I do it compulsively. And so I've decided that I'm not going to restrict because it does not serve me well. But what I will do is I will fill myself up. I will fuel my body. I will put the good gas in the car. I'm gonna put premium gas in this car, baby. I'm gonna put the best gas in this car that you can buy. And that's fruits, vegetables, proteins, clean stuff. Some of y'all are putting unleaded in your car and wondering why it ain't running right. I'm gonna say that again. Some of y'all putting unleaded gas in your car and wondering why it's not running right. Okay. Or, and Sophia, in your case, you running your car, you trying to drive 17 miles, and your car is like, you haven't put no gas in this car. You on the side of the road. You on the side of the road, sis. You got your hand out trying to get to the next gas station to put something in your stomach. No. We are going to do this. And Sophia with me and everybody else on here with me, we going to do this thing the healthy way. We gonna show the world how to eat in a healthy way, how to treat our bodies, how to not use food in an inappropriate way, but to learn how to have an ordered relationship with eating, not a disordered relationship with eating. I'm gonna listen. These abs gonna be popping. These arms gonna be, whatever. My body's gonna be exactly the way I want it to be. And it's not because I'm looking at the scale every day. It's not because I'm eating a super restrictive diet and I'm feeling, not full. I remember being like, man, I feel too full. I can't, this can't be good. And it might be nothing bad, but because I felt full, I felt like I had done something wrong. Like I still deal with those things. I still deal with that mental process, And so me being on here and being transparent with y'all, I'm saying like, listen, I'm still battling those things. If I'm full, and even if I ate all bananas all day, if I ate all carrots all day, I'm like battling with myself, like, dang, I ate too many carrots. I'm probably going to get fat. Like, I deal with those thoughts and I have to combat the enemy and be like, that's crazy. I'm not going to continue to entertain or engage in that thought process because it's not healthy. And I don't want to teach her that. I don't want to teach her this. I don't want to teach her this. I want to teach her how to have the healthiest relationship with food. I'm doing this for her and any woman, every woman on here. Do it for you. Do it for your kids. Even if it's a situation where you're trying to lose weight and you ate or you're eating food that's unleaded and it's unleaded. You are literally putting unleaded gas in your car as much as possible. Your tank is full and you still trying to put more gas in your car. And now your car is overloaded with gas and you're trying to get rid of it. This is about us all learning how to do this in a way that is not going to compromise you. Now, I said before, and I'll say it again, in the beginning of your fitness journey, there is no issue with tracking your foods and really just being like just looking at what you're eating. There's nothing wrong with journaling and tracking in the beginning. It's when you go more, when you do it more than you should, when it gets left. Yeah, girl, I've been there. I know what you mean. And that's the thing. Says would you say right now, Sophia, you feel like you're overweight now? Or do you feel, would you report that you are overweight? Like, I'm asking, yeah. I'm gonna stick with that question. See, Daniel, I'm trying to get where you are, sir. I had that struggle 15 years ago. I got in tune with my soul and everything that just got great. Sophia, are you the one? Do you say that about you? Or do other people say you could lose some weight? Like, do you feel like that's just a you? Or is that other people are also reinforcing this messaging? Big Mama, I'm gonna put you right. I'm gonna put you on it. You want to sit down on the couch? Let me put you on the couch. I'm waiting on you, Sophia. Just let me know if it's just you that feels that way, or oh, Alona. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that kind of makes more sense on your comments. Some of your comments, I was like, oh, he's going in. But sometimes I think a female can go in on a female, and it doesn't seem the same way. So for some, here's the thing. That's what I'm trying to. That's why I feel like you do need to talk to a doctor, because I don't know, looking at you, because I don't see you, whether or not that's like true. How tall are you? Can you turn that down, baby? Can you turn that down for mommy, please? Thank you. Okay. Okay. So what is your actual what is your so we're about the same height then. So what is your goal? Do you feel like your goal is realistic? Then we're the same height, sis. I'm between 5'4" and 5'5". Some doctors say I'm 5'5", some doctors say I'm 5'4", 5'4" and a half or whatever. I just say I'm 5'5". Makes it simple. um, well, it's exactly, Nikki. It's the healthy way. And I think that if you just got into a program where you were consistently eating clean, you'll find that okay, that's a realistic goal. I think that you'll find so honestly, sis, because you're not far off. You're not far off at all. You've done you know, you've gone to where you are crunching down on yourself. I would I would take an assessment of little things that you can change. So I did this with a young lady in my group and she reached her goal. So I don't take an assessment of how you would normally eat and look at what those things are. Oh, that's what's up. Hey, Russia. I've never been there before. That's what's up. Um, I would take an assessment of what you're eating. So if it's sodas, let's say your thing is sodas, cut out the sodas. That's an easy one, right? Or if it's like I eat a lot of chips. I eat a lot of this stuff. Maybe it's cutting down on the chips. Um, just looking at simple ways that are not overwhelming. I think little changes over a period of time brings about better results than if you make extreme changes in a short amount of time. It's hard to sustain. My thing is chocolate and chips. Well, girl, I'm with you on the chips. I love me some chips. I don't know why. I like chocolate too, but listen, salty food is my thing. So I would say let just start slow, and maybe you do track for a week. See, I like again, I said tracking in the beginning is not a bad thing. It's when you continuously, you know, you doing it. For me, it's been years. Okay, it can perpetuate an eating disorder. But I think let's start with the professional. Let's go with the professional first, see what he has to say. But I think, you know, based upon what he says and how or he or she says, you know, then go on from there and seeing maybe, you know, maybe seeing somebody that can help you with making little changes that's going to take you to your goal, sis, without you feeling like you've got to starve. Like you constantly working towards your goals and you're not losing yourself in the process. You're not putting no gas in your car and you don't feel like you've got to get to that place mentally where you're like, I'm just not going to eat at all. Okay. So I think that little changes are going to do a lot for you. And that's just my expert opinion. That's how I've done it or tried to do it in the past. I obviously fell off and tried to go the extreme route, and I'm trying to balance it back, which is why I decided to come on here and do a YouTube video called The Reset, where I'm being honest with you guys about how I'm going to eat, what I'm going to do, full accountability, how much I'm going to work out, what program I'm working out with, how often do I do X, Y, and the Z. And I'm doing that in front of y'all because I want to show you a healthier way. I haven't been responsible that in the past. And I am committed to doing that now. Okay. So anyway, y'all, is there anything else? I feel like we done had a therapy session today, y'all. What you think? Y'all feel like we did therapy? We had a therapy session. It's like a kumbaya in this chat. I love it. I love it. Love and hearts and just like you've got this, sis. It's beautiful. I love it. 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 Amazing, amazing, amazing. So I'm really I would say to try to really cut off negative people and speak positivity into your life, pour into you, and just love yourself. Amazing, amazing advice. I can't really even add to that. I'm gonna actually say it again, Alona. It says, I would say to try to really cut off the negative people. And she said try, because it's not always possible. God does allow a couple negative people that just got to be in your life, or some difficult people that just got to be in your life, because that's just the nature of the beast. You can't just have it easy. Life just ain't easy. But speak positivity into your life, pour into you, and just love yourself. Boom, baby. Boom. And Mr. Hanaya Day says, Sophia, you are perfect just as you are. You know what? And that's biblical, Mr. Hanaya Day. That's biblical. Because as you are fearfully and wonderfully made, he made you perfectly just as you are. And sometimes we've got to remind ourselves that we're perfect. God made us perfectly. It doesn't mean we don't take care of ourselves. Doesn't mean we do the best that we can with our bodies and protect and keep our temple. But it's time to get healthy and happy, y'all. Come on, Nikki, with the positive energy. Love it. Love it. Love it. All right, y'all. So I am jumping off. Thank you guys for being a part of my YouTube. This is Journey to Freedom. It is EP, I think it's 7 now. I don't even remember, y'all. I think it's EP 7. And again, I'm glad that we set some people free. I'm glad that I was able to be honest with you guys about what I'm doing. So if somebody wants to accept this challenge with me, I would love to see it in the comments. Let's do this thing together. It's not easy eating that way. I'm telling you now, those of y'all who have done a Daniel fast, y'all know it's not easy. So, doing that with some meat makes it a little easier, but it's still a little challenging. So I am jumping off. I will check in with you guys either next week or the week after. I'm going to try to do at least weekly, bi-weekly, since I'm not seeing a dietitian weekly anymore. That's why I stopped. But now I'm doing it on my own. I'm doing my own, taking what I've learned and doing something new. So we're going to just keep it posted. Y'all going to see me get to exactly where I want to go. And I'm not gonna do it no unhealthy way. You hear me? I'm doing it the healthy way. The healthy way. All right? All right, beautiful people. I'm signing out. I'm signing off. And I will see y'all in a week or two. Okay? Bye, everybody.